Today, other interesting political news, you have Ron DeSantis on Nikki Haley insulting Iowa, the Hawkeye state. How could she? Now, this comes from Ron DeSantis' individual Twitter, or X account, as more and more people are calling it. And before this quick little campaign video, which for Ron DeSantis, did pretty good. The statistics were taken after 6 hours of posting, so a little bit earlier than usual, gathering the numbers this week. And he says, quote, Nikki Haley is disparaging the Iowa caucuses and insulting you. I will always defend Iowa's values of faith, family, and freedom. While Donald Trump is focused on himself and Haley is focused on big donors, I hope to earn your support on January 15th. I won't let you down, unquote. And then he has a quick 30-second little video. And without too much further ado,
here's what Wall Street funded Nikki Haley just said in New Hampshire.
You know Iowa starts it. You know that you correct it.
And when she says, you know you correct it, she's speaking to a room full of people in New Hampshire.
Haley disparages the caucuses and insults you. It's Ron DeSantis, who embodies and defends Iowa's values of faith, family, and freedom. He's tirelessly working to earn your support.
Donald Trump is running for his issues. Nikki Haley's running for her donors' issues. I'm running for your issues.
I'm Ron DeSantis, and I approve this message.
He's surrounded by his family in a family picture. Even surrounded by his family, his smile is still, which that could be debate in and of itself. Who has more awkward smile, DeSantis or myself? Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll ratio myself. We'll see. But again, if you look at the text on the screen, the only thing that really stood out was it said that he visited all 99 counties in Iowa, which I think most of them do, just because, again, it's a very important swing state. It's also an awesome place to be in general. But again, for DeSantis, it did pretty good on social media. It got 288,100 views, and, well, not so much on the likes. They only got 1.2 thousand likes, which it broke the 1,000 mark, so there's a little bit of silver lining there. If you squint hard enough, you could find it usually in life, but not so many likes. You got a couple views. And again, Nikki Haley is his biggest contender in terms of, again, earlier in the show, we were talking about how a couple weeks ago she was actually ahead of him in the poll aggregators, and again, individual polls is beating him, but she has slipped down. Now he's still about 0.8% in front of Nikki Haley. Ron DeSantis is hovering around 12 to 12.2%. Nikki Haley more around 11.2% in these polls. And again, that's not great. Remember last year, 12 months ago, Ron DeSantis was around 34.6% when they first started these polls. And yeah, he kind of shot himself in the high-heeled boots a couple times. One could say perhaps with a 50 caliber rifle, because his campaign has gone downhill so much. Which again is important. It goes to show you the importance of marketing and branding. Great product in many ways. He had a lot of great policies. But just not connecting with the voters and just not really doing great. Although maybe I'm alone in this assessment. Maybe it's all me. Just type in the comments and see what the ratio is. First comment comes from Joseph Pino, and he says, quote, if I wanted to vote for a Democrat, I'd vote for Ron DeSantis, but since I have America First values, I'm voting for Trump, unquote. They got 156 likes. Paul Suitsba says, quote, Ron DeSantis is focusing on being 50 points behind the polls. Only one more week and he'll officially end his campaign after the Iowa caucus. DeSantis wasted $300 million ruining his political career. He should have just waited until 2028. Oh well, unquote. Got 28 likes. And yeah, if you look at most of the commentary, especially when DeSantis started to go against Trump and compete with Trump, that's when he dropped down in the polls more and more and more. And one of the most common comments I see on social media is he should have waited until 2028. He should have waited until 2028. And even more people were saying it would have been a great campaign ticket to have a Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump. So Ron DeSantis being the VP and Trump being the president. A lot of people are saying that was a great combination because they would kind of balance each other out. And again, they're winding back the clock a couple of years ago, they were getting along with each other. Trump was endorsing him. Now the downside is, politically speaking, they're both from Florida, so you don't get that advantage of having a VP from a swing state, where in many instances you do need to gather local support in those areas so you can win those important states. So tactically speaking, a lot of people are saying that one might be one reason why it's not prudent. Other people are saying it's maybe some legal reasons where you're not allowed to have a VP from the same state. there are a couple of reasons why people didn't think it'd be a great take, but I just saw so much support saying that they would. Now, let me know in the comments, would you have supported a Trump DeSantis ticket for 2024? But let's go back to the comments. So again, that's a 0 for 2 in terms of positive comments for Ron DeSantis. Janine Kernan says, quote, strong indicators on the ground that people who were on the fence between Haley and DeSantis have now switched to DeSantis, unquote. That could get 11 likes, and that is a positive comment. Though it's also, between those two candidates, I mean, the more you hear about Nikki Haley, the more she does have many policies and preferences that many would attribute more to the left side of the political aisle. So, but nevertheless, let's see here. Oh, I can't tell if this is a joke or not. This is allegedly from Burt Macklin, who, as I have it on good authority, he is from the FBI, an official agent. He was on a documentary, I believe some people call it Parks and Recreation. Now, Burt Macklin, allegedly, actually, this is from, he's got the blue Twitter mark. It's got the blue check mark. This has to be then the real Burt Macklin. And the actual hashtag, the @ symbol is @Burt Macklin _FBI. So this has to be the character. It's the guy. So Burt Macklin, official profile, does say, quote, Ron DeSantis is the best choice in 2024, especially if he names me, Burt Macklin, as FBI director, unquote. They got 14 likes. Zay, whose name is Zayy, the truck driver, says, quote, you're not even focused on Florida, talking about where Trump and Haley's focus are, unquote. Getting 22 likes. Proud Elephant says, quote, Nikki Haley will never be president, unquote, getting 59 likes, and he used the hashtag #NeverNikki, which I'm not sure if Trump coined that term. That seems like something he would do. In terms of marketing and branding, that seems like the parodies just write themselves at that point. And, utilizing the two ends. I don't know if that's just grammar or just vernacularly catchy. That's a pretty good idea. Let's see, going down here. Alan 1000 MAGA says, you seem desperate, unquote, getting 12 likes. Reelect, wait a minute, let me double check this. Reelect Biden 2024 says, quote, you're a dumbass run, unquote. Oh, continues, no one likes you, unquote, getting 13 likes. Let's see, I'm interested in this profile. I couldn't tell if this profile was a parody or not, because the profile is Reelect Biden 2024, but the profile picture they chose was like a parody or like an evil, maybe would say it's a picture of Biden with like Photoshop, so it's a dark background, and he has laser eyes. And you go to this profile, is Biden shooting laser eyes at the earth? And yet when I look at all the comments, they are actually overwhelmingly in support of re-electing Biden. So I guess it is a real profile of someone who wants that effect on the next election. And that did get 13 likes. Let's see, scrolling down here. Ginger Snaps says, quote, the citizens of Iowa are sick of you and Nikki, and I don't blame them, unquote, getting 4 likes. Let's see here. JenPat45 says, quote, I agree with you on Nikki. I think Trump will win Iowa, but if you pull it off, then kudos to you. If not, you need to get behind him and restore our faith in you. We are all here for the same end goal, not so long ago, unquote. Getting 7 likes. Let's see here. Philip McGuire says, quote, your career is over, unquote, getting 11 likes. Let's see, scrolling past more and more. Let's see. I forgot to change, I'm using one of my, what? Yeah. Now the game between 0 and 1 likes. Trying to find one more comment. Dude McButter simply had an emoji of 2 cowboy boots, which is a correlation or a reference to Bootgate. That did get 1 like. Let's see. One more. Someone by the profile name of What's in a Name. Interestingly named profile. Many things are in a name. It's a fascinating question to have as a name. But nevertheless, What's in a Name says, quote, if you were serious about winning, you would be attacking Trump, not making rubbish from things Haley said. I used to be Team DeSantis, but your campaign has been terrible, unquote. And that did get 3 likes. Well, actually, we'll do one more because this one has more than 1 like. So Dave says, quote, you lost support when you started your campaign. No one wants to work with till they die. Your policies suck, unquote. Getting 4 likes. Grammar and confusing wording aside. So again, as a youth might say, he was, a little bit more than half negative, I'd say. As a youth might say, he was ratioed, to say the least. And again, he is doing moderately better. He passed Nikki Haley again in the poll aggregator. But again, the big elephant in the room is, or the big orange in the room, some might say, is he's, what is that? 40 to, no, actually, about, depending on what poll you're looking at, in poll aggregator, at least around 50 points behind Trump. So again, the big question is, will the government allow him to run? What rules or mechanisms might they try to utilize to stop that? Because then this matters a lot more, because then all of a sudden DeSantis goes from, second place to first place by a very thin margin of error. So it'll be interesting to see what does DeSantis' campaign have to do to actually increase that lead that he has currently over Nikki Haley, and what can he do to win back some of these folks? I venture to say not much, but again, let me know in the comments if you're fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of January. So if you could click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, giving a thumbs up and leaving a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, as well as help with YouTube and rankable algorithms. Also, and lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.